Good morning, wrestling fans. Happy Saturday. Hope you all have a good Saturday morning to kick off your weekend. Well, another edition of WWE Friday Night Smackdown is in the books. And it was a much better show, meaning Smackdown, than last week's Smackdown. Last night's Smackdown was the last Smackdown to air in the United States. Starting next week, SmackDown will be airing overseas in Europe. So last night's SmackDown was the last SmackDown event in the United States until at least after September 1st. Like I said, I think SmackDown was a pretty good show. I thought it was much better than last week's SmackDown. It kicked off with Solo Sikoa and his MFT guys. Basically, they all come down to a ring. Solo Sikoa talks to the crowd, saying that him and his MFTs run SmackDown. He mentions Sami Zayn in his speech. Sami Zayn comes out. He tells Solo Sikoa, I'm not here to fight with you. I just want to talk. So Solo Sikoa lets him come in the ring, lets him speak face to face to him, because Sami Zayn asks Solo Sikoa to have his MFTs leave the ring and just have him and Solo in the ring, face to face. Basically, Sami Zayn tells Solo Sikoa that last Monday on Raw, if I were to beat Rusev, I would have beaten contestant for the World Championship match. So basically, he's implying that Solo Sikoa and MFTs are the ones who cost him the match against Rusev. He then goes on saying that there's one championship that I've never held. And he points his finger at the United States Championship that's around the waist of Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa flips out, basically said, you'll never get a shot at my United States Championship. Then tells him to leave the ring and go away. Sami Zayn tells him back, well, I have news for you. I am now a member of the SmackDown roster, and then tells him, I'm going to take that United States Championship away from you, Solo. Then Sami Zayn punches Solo down. Then you see his MFTs come into the ring, and all of them start to beat up on Sami. Then you see who else? You see Jimmy Uso come out to the ring and come to the aid of Sami Zayn. Then, not too far behind that, Jacob Fatu, he gets in the ring, gets involved. And then, hell's breaking loose. There's fighting all over the place. Nick Aldis comes out and makes a 6-man tag team match. And that six-man tag team match was Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu versus three members of the MFTs. So that match was announced by Nick Aldis. So I thought the opening segment between Solo Sikoa and then Sami Zayn was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. It was decent. Had no complaints about it. I thought it was a good start to open up SmackDown. At first, I thought it would be Drew McIntyre to open up SmackDown with a promo, but I got fooled. It was Solo Sikoa and his MFTs. So I thought the promo segment was pretty good. I have no complaints about it. The first match was a one-on-one women's match between Alexa Bliss versus Piper Niven. This was a pretty good, fun, and exciting match. I enjoyed it. I thought Alexa Bliss, Piper Niven put on a pretty good match in the ring, a pretty good performance in the ring. Had no complaints on it. I enjoyed it. Alexa Bliss picks up the win over Piper Niven. We had a first of two tag team matches that was scheduled. The first one was the Miz and Carmelo Hayes versus Fraxia. Now, I thought, in my point of view, that this was a great match. I thought all four men involved in this tag team match put on a very good performance in the ring. It wasn't a quick match, 1, 2, 3. It was a pretty good length of a tag team match. I thought it was a great match. I enjoyed this match. I thought The Miz, Carmelo Hayes, and Fraxium put on a very good performance in this tag team match. Like I said, I have no complaints about this match. I enjoyed it. I thought out of the two tag team matches that were scheduled tonight, this was my favorite. So I enjoyed this match very well. We had a Drew McIntyre promo segment last night. Basically, I'm gonna sum this up in a quick sentence. Basically, he comes out to the ring. Basically, he addresses the WWE crowd. He tells the crowd that I wasn't the one who attacked Cody Rhodes last week on SmackDown. Cody attacked me, and I was just defending myself. So basically, he goes on and on about Cody Rhodes, and basically, this promo segment that Drew McIntyre gave, at least me to believe that we're gonna get a Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Clash of Paris. Now, the match's not made official, but judging by Drew McIntyre's promo last night, it looks like they're setting up a match between him and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at Clash of Paris. So I wouldn't be surprised if this match is made next Friday on SmackDown, official. So, and maybe it's not a bad idea to have Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship, because I think this will be a very good match between the two of them. I don't recall that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre have faced each other before. I don't recall, but maybe it may not be such a bad idea to have Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre at the Clash of Paris. I think it'll be a very good match. So we gotta wait and see what happens. But judging by his promo last night, it looks like they're setting up a match between him and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at Clash of Paris. So we gotta wait and see what happens next Friday on SmackDown, which could take place overseas in Europe, and whether that match is made official. So I thought Drew McIntyre put on a very good promo segment last night. I have no complaints about it. I thought it was a good promo. So we gotta see what happens next with that. Let's see. We had the other tag team match, which was the second of two. It was DIY versus Street Profits. I thought this was a pretty good match. Like I said, I don't think it was my favorite tag team match last night because I thought the other tag team match was my favorite. But I thought DIY versus Street Profits was a pretty good, decent match. Um, I thought DIY and Street Profits put on a pretty good performance in the ring. I have no complaints about the match. Wasn't my favorite tag team match last night, but it was a good match nevertheless. Um, will DIY or Street Profits get a title shot for those tag team titles against the Wild Six? I don't know, but we got to wait to see what happens. But the Street Profits pick up the win over DIY last night. Like I said, it was a pretty good, decent match. Wasn't my favorite tag team match of night last night, but it was a decent match. Last but not least, we had that six-man tag team match. It featured Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu versus the MFTs. I thought that this was a pretty good six-man tag team match. I thought all six men involved in this tag team match put on a pretty good performance in the ring. Have no complaints about it. I enjoyed it. But Sami Zayn and Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu defeat the MFTs. So, like I said, I thought it was a pretty good match. Have no complaints about it. I mean, I'm not going to go as far. It was a 5-star match, but it was a decent, good match. So, overall, I thought last night's SmackDown was a pretty good show. It was definitely much better than last week's SmackDown, for sure. But it was a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. Now, like I said, to begin this video, last night's SmackDown was the last SmackDown event in the United States until after September 1st. Because starting next week, the WWE is going to be in Europe. So next time we'll get a SmackDown event in the United States will be after September 1st, and I believe it's going to be in Chicago. So that's about all I have to say about that. Now, Monday is Raw. Now, Raw's taking place in Philly. Now, Monday's Raw will be the final Raw event take place in the United States because that's going overseas as well. So the final Raw event in the United States will be this Monday in Philadelphia. Now, nothing has been announced yet. Only thing has been announced for Monday Night Raw and was mentioned during last night's SmackDown. Naomi is expected to be at Raw on Monday and is expected, most likely, to do a promo segment. I'm very curious of what she has to say on Monday and what's her reason of not competing against Io Sky last Monday on Raw and what the reason is. I'm curious whether if it's to some sort of an injury, whether it's some other reasoning, but I'm very curious of what she has to say on Monday night, because most likely she's going to do some sort of a promo segment. So I'm very curious what she has to say. Now, there's all kinds of rumors going on social media what it could be. There's rumors that she's going to be out for quite some time. There's rumors going around that she's going to be pregnant because she's married to Jimmy Uso. So I'm very curious of what she has to say on Monday on Raw. Why she didn't compete against Io Sky last Monday, whether it's about doing an injury that she has, whether it's something else. So I'm very curious of what she has to say. Now, naturally, if she's going to be out for quite some time where she can't compete, there's a good chance that she may have to give up the women's world title. But it all depends how long she'll be out. If 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 she's not gonna be out for that long of a time, then the probably won't strip her the women's world title. But if the rumors are true that she's gonna be out for quite some time, from what I'm hearing, there's a good chance that she may have to give up the women's world title. So we just have to wait and see what happens on Monday, what she has to say, because most likely she's going to do some sort of promo segment. So we got to wait and see what happens on Monday. Other than that, nothing else has been announced for Monday on Raw. So gotta stay tuned. So that's all I got to say about that. Before I end this video, please, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all soon.